And welcome, folks, to Lovin and Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm your host, Sherman Ray, and it is Friday. Well, welcome, folks, to the show today. I'm your host, Sherman Ray, and I'm the publisher of Lovin and Livin in Vegas magazine. Happy Friday to everybody. Hopefully you had a great week. I know I have so far. It's been a crazy week of always, but having a great time. And gosh, hopefully you were out there on Veterans Day, and you were out there just celebrating and really just kind of honoring the men and women who gave their last for our freedoms here in America. So thank you for all those folks. And it's not over. I mean, Veterans Day for a lot of folks lasts every day of the week. So it's not over. I think it's kind of like your birthday. Just because it was it's one specific day doesn't mean it's not the whole week. So that's the way I look at it. So Veterans Day runs all weekend long. I know I've got family members who are. I hope you can't hear that. There's a lot of noise in the background. I hope you can't hear that, but maybe. Well, hopefully that'll end here fairly soon. Anyways, folks, if this is your first time coming to the show, I'm your host, Sherman Ray. I'm the publisher of Lovin and Livin in Vegas magazine, which just coincidentally, the magazine will actually be coming out January of 2022. We're very excited about that. This thing is moving at breakneck speed now. I mean, not just fast, it's going breakneck speed. More articles, more people interested in the magazine. Also, we're having it in coordination with the magazine. We're actually having an event that's going to be starting, and it's going to kick off the event, and it's called what is it called? Excuse me. The first annual Las Vegas Whiskers Whiskey and Whiskers Festival. Okay, the first annual Whiskey and Whiskers Festival. And so many of you, just like me, you're probably growing a facial hair for November. Well, don't cut it off. If you live here in Vegas, especially, or you live close and you feel like you're going to come here in Vegas in January, don't cut off that facial hair, okay? Because we're celebrating right now. We're looking at Men's Health Month for November. But January, we're having a competition. Okay? This is big. There's money money involved? And when money's involved, you got to start listening, right? So we are going to have a contest. So there'll be a little bit of whiskey and there'll be a lot of facial hair. January 15th, we don't want. I'm just telling you right now. Reserve that date, okay? Here in Las Vegas for the first annual Las Vegas Whiskey and Whiskers Festival. We'll have bands, we'll have food, we'll have drink, we'll have a competition, and you never know. You might just win that competition for the event. And remember, that's January 15th. So, and if you forget everything we talk about here today, send me an email, and you can send that email to Lovin and Livin in Vegas, or info at lovinandlivininvegas.com, and you can get more info on everything we're doing. You can actually get a free subscription to our digital magazine, which is coming out in January of 2022. So much going on here, folks. What is going on here today? If you've been in Vegas any length of time at all, you know that we have a lot of annual festivals, and one seems to keep getting, kicked to the curb, and that's El Dorado Day. Yes, I know a lot of you are going, what, El Dorado Day? What the heck is El Dorado Day? Well, El Dorado Day is actually one of the first, if not the first, festival we've ever had in Nevada. And it's today. So today they're celebrating. So they changed the name of El Dorado Day to Las Vegas Days. Okay, Las Vegas Days. It's actually going to be held over at the Union Plaza, I think. Yeah, I think it's the arena, the core arena over at the Plaza Hotel. Now, the Plaza, it used to be called the Union Plaza. Now it's the Plaza. I worked there. It was my first job that I ever had. It was over at the Union Plaza. That was many, many years ago. And so been watching them set this up all week long. So today, the core arena over at the Plaza Hotel, bareback riding, barrel riding, breakaway, bull riding, that kind of stuff. So we will leave links to all this stuff on our Facebook page and on our website over at lovinlivininvegas.com, and you can check this out. But so let me give you a little history on Eldorado Days. So Las Vegas was doing great. I mean, we're as a small town, 1905, we get started and everything else, and we're getting started as a town. Let me get this out of the way here. Sorry. So we're getting started as a city, and they need to find a way to promote the city. Well, they said, you know what? Let's figure out something that's in keeping with all the things that go on in Las Vegas. So let's have a Wild West thing. Now, the funny thing about this, folks, is we're not a Wild West town. We never had cowboys and bull riding. We just didn't have any of that stuff. But it doesn't mean, or the Wild West days, we just didn't have that. I mean, we had wagon trains that came through town. Yes, there's no doubt about that. They came through town on their way to L.A., but we were not like, hey, guess yippee-ki-yay. It wasn't that here in Las Vegas at all. But that did not stop the city planners, community leaders, Chamber of Commerce, the mayor at that time, to say, hey, let's start a Wild West Days thing, and let's call it Eldorado. Yes. And it worked. It worked to a T. People came from all around to celebrate, Eldorado Day, and to, look back on the Wild West experience that made Vegas Vegas, which it didn't, but that didn't matter. It doesn't matter, folks. We are Vegas, and that's why you love living in Vegas, because we do all those cool things in Las Vegas. So go down today, folks. It is starting today. So Eldorado or Las Vegas Days is starting today. There's actually another event that's here today called Days N. So as an N. That's actually just literally a quarter of a mile away downtown. There's another event that's going on there. So much stuff going on here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to talk a lot about that this week, about what's going on this weekend. But it's Vegas. That's why you come here to Vegas. There's another event coming on, and it's the nation's best equestrians. They're coming back here to Vegas for the 2021 Las Vegas Nationals Horse Show. This is a pretty cool story. So they'll be here by Monday. So they'll be here the 15th. So Las Vegas National Horse Show is bringing together the best horses and riders in the country to the South Point Hotel, Casino, Spa, November 15th. So it's Monday. And so they will be here. This is a 6-day show. And it'll end with a $150,000 Longines FEI Jumping World Cup. That'll be November 20th. The event is one of the only 8 World Cup final qualifying classes held in North America. Okay, this is big stuff here, folks. If you want to say anything about Vegas, is we have been able to attract a lot of that the rodeo type thing. Now, even though the PBR or the Pro Bull Riders event is leaving and it's going down to Texas after being here for like a couple of decades, we are still like the number one place. I mean, we really are. Where else can you go and have the sun, the convention space, the hotels, the nightlife, the fun, and you and I, of course, right? Where else can you go in America? Plus, be able to bring your, hitch up your horse to a Lamborghini or something, right? Something like that. So that's why. So this weekend, We've got Eldorado Days, we've got Days Inn, we've got the Equestrian, the Las Vegas National Horse Show. And did I mention that January 15th, we're actually having the first annual Las Vegas Whiskey and Whiskers Festival. That's right, folks. Once again, I'm going to keep saying this because I really want you to get this. We are one of the coolest places to live in America, and one of the most accepting, one of the just one of those places. And this event is the first of its kind. Nobody, here in Las Vegas, nobody else has even done a beard competition, and it's huge. So if you can grow a beard, if you're starting to grow your beard right now for November or Movember, Men's Health Month, I encourage you to keep it at the end of the month and keep growing it out, because we have a competition. And so let me tell you I'll tell you the prizes that we're having for the beard competition. So $500 for first place. It's big. Okay, just for growing out and having the stylish, cool hair. $250 for second place and $100 for runner up. Is that worth growing your facial hair out? Yes, I say it is. So, January 15th, and if you want an invite to this, just send me an email. Just send me an email to, hit the wrong button there. Just send me an email to info@lovinandlivininvegas.com, and we will get that out to you. You'll get all the information you need, and we'll send you an invite to that. Now, contestants, if you want to be a part of this event, you don't have to pre-register for it. So it's not like you have to say, oh gosh, I've got to commit to something. Okay, you can walk in the door, and if you've got one of those big jumbo giant beards, we're going to probably ask you to be in the competition. But it really helps if you are focused right now, and I already am. There's my brush. So this is my brush. I've had this brush, oh my gosh, 20 years? At least 20 years I've had this brush for my facial hair, because African American hair tends to be curly. Okay, even though it's not on top of my head. It's probably in my ears, not so much on top, and not on top of my head, but I can grow a beard. And it's very curly, so it will actually curl back in. And so I've got to brush it out all the time, because if not, it'll curl into my face, and just kills me. There's a story that so that's January 15th. Come on out to Las Vegas, folks. We will send you an invite to that. We're just the reason why I don't give you the location is we're actually finalizing the location. We actually do have a location in mind, and we've already spoken to the place, but we're looking at another location, so I just don't want to give it out of that. There'll actually be vendor booths, there'll be a band, there'll be some whiskey tasting, which will be great. And even if you don't drink whiskey, there'll be a bar there that'll have, adult beverages or non-adult beverages there too. But we'll definitely have that. Many of you heard of Tina Tintor. And Tina Tintor was just a great soul. But one of the things that she did is she was involved in the Henry Ruggs accident that happened November 2nd. She lost her life when Ruggs, out of control, hit her car as she was just her and her dog, and killed them both. So they're having a memorial this weekend for her, that kind of stuff, to just because she's just a jewel of a person from all accounts. So they're also having a dog walk to honor Tina. And this is what happens in Vegas. I mean, we're gambling, we party, we do all that great stuff, but we are such a giving group of people. So more than a week after Tina's death and her dog Max lost, 2 women are planning a special event to honor her this weekend. The 23-year-old, as we said, died in a fiery crash after being hit by Henry Ruggs III. This situation, as the article goes, and this is in 8 News, their article, it says this situation has touched so many people. Event coordinator Sabrina Smiler, and she said Tina has brought so many people together, and they were trying to raise money for her, and it just went through the roof. I mean, they just needed enough to get her buried, but people just felt this outpouring because she didn't deserve it. I mean, nobody deserves to accidentally be killed, but this woman was just kind of sitting in her car. So she has a co-coordinator. Her name was Angela Pinchon, and they said that Tina loved animals, and it's meant so much to her, and her impact on this community is still immeasurable. So what they're going to do, and we'll put information about this, the two women are hosting what they call a pack walk on Saturday. That's tomorrow, November 13th at Town Square in Las Vegas. So, and the main goal is coming together. It's not just to come together, but it's to really bring highlight to the love of dogs in this community, because that's what Tina did. I mean, Tina loved dogs. And so they really want to make sure, and once again, we'll put this on our Facebook page so that you can check it out. But get out there if you have nothing to do this weekend, go out to Town Square and you can check this out, because it's something that really meant a lot. This girl really meant a lot to the community. What time is it? Oh gosh, man, time is flying by so soon. If you have been in Vegas for any length of time, you know about the holiday lights. The holiday lights in Vegas are, we call them the glittering lights. And I worked on this. I was an electrician for many years. And this is probably when we first started working on it, was probably in the mid 90s. And we'd go and we'd make this big thing behind Community College over off Charleston. And this time now they've expanded this, and other people have caught on to this. And the Las Vegas Motor Speedway now has created a spectacle. I don't know what else you could call it. This is a spectacle, folks, where they've got millions of lights now that are just... They've got little vignettes. I mean, it's just pretty cool. The well-known Southern Nevada annual tradition will feature, guess how many? 600 animated and sparkling displays and more than 5 million festival LED lights intertwined on a 2.5-mile drivable course at the Speedway. They said the event generally gets about 250,000 people. And tell you, this is how things grow in Vegas. This is probably the coolest part about being in Vegas, is that when things catch on, they catch on in a big way. You could see a little picture of it right now. Oh, point the other way. This Holiday Lights Festival display, it's a spectacle, folks. If you've ever been out there, you want to take your kids out to an event, this is where you want to go. It's just a very cool thing to be a part of. The Golden Knights, folks, won last night. Yes, they did. We beat the Wild. We beat the Minnesota Wild. Very cool. Many of my friends who are hockey fans are right now in hog heaven, because Vegas, we started with, I think we lost our first 4 games. I mean, it was like something like that. And now we're on a tear. I mean, we are on a tear. I think we've won the last 6 in a row, something like that. And so we're doing some awesome things. Gosh, I'm not going to read the story here. But because I want to get on to something else. Because also the Vegas Golden Knights are doing, in a related story, the Vegas Golden Knights are doing an appreciation night. Remember, we were talking about Veterans Day. A Veterans Appreciation Night tonight. So tonight's game, because I got another game tonight, and it's called a whiskey barrel tree that they're going to be putting up. This is a pretty cool story. Okay, the team announced that there will be a special lighting of a whiskey barrel tree from Jack Daniels. Okay, this is very cool. The 7-tier barrel tree will be located on Toshiba Plaza as part of the Operation Ride Home program, which helps junior enlisted service members and their families travel home for the holidays. This is pretty cool. I should have put a picture of this because there is actually a pretty cool picture of it, and we'll put this on Facebook too, and you can check this out. The empty barrels will be available to purchase on Friday, November 12th, 12 p.m. by visitors and by visiting the website. And it's very cool. The Golden Knights have been a part of Las Vegas for 4 years now. I think this is their 4th year, if I'm not mistaken. And Las Vegas has embraced this team like no other thing. Even more than UNLV, which I'm a huge UNLV guy. Love UNLV, have always loved UNLV. Rebel fan, come on, what's up? Matter of fact, my family are boosters of the Rebels. And I missed the game day before yesterday, which I'm very upset about because we finally won a game, which we're very excited about. But the Vegas Golden Knights have been embraced by Las Vegas like no other team. And the Raiders now see that. We're going to talk about the Raiders in just a second here. But the VGK has done everything right. I mean, they've done everything right other than trading some of our players because once we start loving people here in Vegas, we love them. We don't want to see them go. That's why we love Wayne Newton. We don't even let Wayne Newton go to California. No. Have you ever seen him in California? No. Because you know why? We won't let him go. He's Mr. Las Vegas. We love Wayne Newton. He's staying here, and we won't even let him go to Utah or whatever. That's why he's got his own ranch, Casa de Shenandoah. You're staying here, Wayne. And the Vegas Golden Knights, when we lost, Fleury, we lost a couple of players. We've lost pretty much the whole team that was here, the original team. It just hurt us, okay? So now the Raiders are doing the same thing. They are just creating this legacy thing. This weekend, they're playing against the Chiefs. Okay, this is huge, guys. This is not a small game. The Chiefs, the Raiders, Death Star. This is going to be huge. So I think the game starts about 5:20 on Sunday. If you want to see a spectacle, you need to get out to the Allegiant Stadium, the Death Star, to check this out. Go early, folks. Go all day long. Tailgate. Have fun. It's going to be amazing. Also, it's going to be very expensive. Yeah, really expensive. I think this is going to be the most expensive game yet for Allegiant Stadium. And it's because of the team that we're playing. I mean, I think everybody knew that we were going to be playing a huge game. At some point, we thought it'd be the Dallas Cowboys, to tell you the truth. That's one of my favorite teams, if not my favorite team. Okay, they're my favorite team. But since the Raiders are here now, I can't not root for a Vegas team. They are our team now. So this weekend, the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, will be playing against those Kansas City Chiefs. Now we're gonna have split allegiance here in our household because my wife is from Kansas. And she's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and if Kansas City's playing, we root for them. But now they're going to be playing against the Raiders, and this might be a tough one. Got to tell you, this might be a tough one for us to watch. She might have to sit on this side of the house, and I'll have to sit on that side of the house, or I might have to go out with the guys or something like that. So. We'll see what happens. Speaking about that, I don't talk a lot about my bike riding. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it now. I ride pretty much every day. I took off most of this week just because I got super busy, had to handle some things for the magazine, that kind of stuff. But this weekend, I'll be riding this weekend, hanging out with some of my buddies. We'll be out at Red Rock. Red Rock was actually kind of closed down for a little bit this week. Had some shenanigans out there, some crazy people out there. But we're going out Saturday. So we'll be out Saturday morning. Start about 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll leave from the Dunkin' Donuts which is way up on Charleston Boulevard, right before you get to the 159 going into Red Rock. And we're going to go riding, me and my buddies from, I won't even tell you who the guys are, okay, folks. I'm not going to name drop. Just not going to name drop. But some cool guys that are riding. I try to get with them as often as I can to go riding. But we'll hit the Red Rock, the whole scenic loop area. We won't do the loop. Okay, so some of you know what I'm talking about. We're not going to do the loop because I don't like doing the loop. It's not that I can't do it. It's just it hurts. And when I ride, I don't want to hurt. Okay, I want to feel good. So we'll be riding there. We'll start Saturday about 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'll hit around there. We'll probably go out to Blue Diamond and the city of Blue Diamond, or the hamlet of Blue Diamond. Maybe talk to Jared Fisher out there or something like that, and we'll head back. So if you want to go riding, just meet us. Meet us out there at the Dunkin' Donuts. Ton of people out there in the morning, so don't be surprised. Just look for a guy with my bike, because you can see my bike here. I'll be right here. Let me move this out of the way. You can see my bike. Let me move this. So that's my bike, and you'll see me out there having the helmet, stuff like that on, and you can check us out. Do I have time? I do not have time. Gosh. Okay. I don't have time. I'm not going to start anything. All right. So, just a reminder, folks, if you love living in Vegas, if you're loving and living in Vegas, folks, and you'd like to get a digital copy of the magazine when it comes out, just send me an email. Send an email to info@lovinandlivinginvegas.com, and we will put you on our mailing list. You will love it. You're going to love it when it comes out. Matter of fact, once again, I think I just got another writer who's going to be writing for. It's funny. It's like a feeding frenzy. People just want to write. They just want to talk about their cool things. The magazine is going to be coming out January of 2022. You can get a free digital copy of the magazine. Just write to me at info@lovinandlivinginvegas.com. If you'd like to be an advertiser, yes, we will take your advertising dollars to be in the magazine, and just send me an email. We'd love to have you be a part of the Lovin and Livin in Vegas family. We are nothing's going to change next week, because we're always adding things. So other than the website, you can always check the website out, and we're always updating our website all the time. And so we just want to thank you guys for being a part of the show. This has been Sherman Ray for Lovin and Livin in Vegas, the magazine. We will see you again next week. See you later. Bye-bye.